Alright, we saved Coyote, made it back, kept Paco alive. I've already read the Return to the Union thing. Now I am gonna go downstairs, check out the med bay and all the vendorlicious stuff that is available. What I'm gonna do. Let me know if that is too low. I know part of the problem with my mic right now is that my air conditioner is super loud in my room. I'm going to build a baffle, I think, to kind of block it out. The plan is we'll build something to help kind of deflect the sound and divert it so that it's not covering up my whole room. Or not being deflected directly to the side instead of towards the microphone. Hopefully turn the volume down. It'll still let me hear me because I moved the mic a little closer to me. But oh my God. See how that goes. Oh yeah, I got him. Shit. Does it tell me what to play? GAFFC. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. Yeah, I'm just playing this to kind of get back into the feel of isometric top-down RPGs, not Diablo style. I might do a Diablo playthrough, Diablo 2 playthrough, or Diablo 2 since I own that. I also would like to do StarCraft. I have a lot of games I want to play and just get out there and stream. Dr. Sarcasm. Make it quick, I need to operate. Hey, thanks for helping me out back there. Looked like you could use a hand. Ouch, bad joke right now. She looks down at her mangled arm. Hey. Okay, folks, I'm going to ask you to go sit in the waiting area, watch some private or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Take it easy, Coyote. We'll be here when you wake up. Who said anything about me going to sleep? Just give me something to bite on. You're tough, kid, but you're not that kid. Okay, Coyote, let's take a look at your face. What the hell is that on her thing? Leave us. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm going to keep it. End of story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Night-night. Coyote looks both better and worse than you saw her last time. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm, but now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning? Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Thanks. Mrs. Kubota will have you working it out for the rest of my life. She notices your expression. You look like you got something on your mind. I do have some questions. She flashed you a puzzled look. What kind of questions? About Sam Watts. Sam Watts? What about him? Sam's dead. Holy dreck. Sam? Can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's joke, but I did. Me too. You were friends? Yeah, he saved my ass once. Got it. For us, it was more about me saving his ass once or twice, but Sam just had a way of charming you, you know? I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage? Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing them back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when you mix drinking and who knows what. Miss Cabardo wanted him ejected. Mr. Cluey wasn't around, can't remember why. So she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. Said he got loud? Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam, direct. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It's pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? She thinks. Enemies? Hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. No, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none that I'm aware of. So where did Sam live? On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just a drink, and it would have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything: booze, chips, drugs, loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick. Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. He could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. And he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. See, I bet he had fucking liver transplant. I thought that. And it was repoed. All better, just like that? He said his mom helped him. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He is usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another at it when I recover. I got the gems. Didn't I? Yeah, okay. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house becomes somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering to far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Yeah, I don't have any main side. Just like that. Eric Mercer. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help. I've already read that too. Show me what you have. Theodore Buster Grubberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with the precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness of this presence is only compromised by the uneven tusk protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suits. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and, of course, price. Bunker Buster Government at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also have Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. What can I get you? Let's take a look what you got. So now to use items. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork of quilts. Chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. The eye of this techno-bit storm stands adorned, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. David 5 seconds. I know that look. Don't let the side of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists. If it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer or anything gear you need? What's a deck? You jack into the Matrix or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system and it'll hurt. It's a program. Programming in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against the countermeasures and enemy deckers. There's a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want to take this one? Johnny Clean. Sure, when you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program which, when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. So what do you have for sale? Exit tabs. See you later. I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my very good friend Johnny Clean. Well, in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as visible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help when I can. How is decking used? Let me drink something. The decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally a run will have the option or the requirement to go into the local matrix lane of the facility you are infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he sure as hell's not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best let the subject drop. With Okay, then why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Alright, I'll catch you guys around. Oh, Johnny. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillows, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image on the photo. The pictures of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tied around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Check the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hands are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Pocket the photo. Let's turn in those stones to Mr. Delilah. You're all over the place. Mr. Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah? We have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. We're with Coyote. She's been indisposed at the moment. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote's late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? She's downstairs trying on a new arm. Your run went south for her. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two? I'm Nova. He's Paco. Great. We're all introduced. Now give me my stones. Do that. I'm going to hold back the puppet with the runes on and give him the rest. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving quickly through what appear to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he can't find what he's looking for. He glares at you, furious, throws the rest of your gems in your face. It's not here. He exhales and slowly wags his head as he speaks. Let me explain the way the world works to you. I hire someone to do a job, they do it. Then they get paid and we part happy. Now, you have something I pay Coyote to get for me. That makes it mine. So you give me the pebble and we won't make any more work for Johnny Clean. Was there another stone, like a pebble, some sort of letters on it? I forgot. Here you go. In your line of work, a short memory can be an asset. This was not one of those times. Coyote may not have told you, but there's a penalty for being late with the delivery. There's no payment, but I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the gems I threw in your face. I might just shoot you. Picks you up down, takes you on so. Look, you look like a sort of who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I know a fence for those gems. Van Grass. Follow me. Oh, I saw you earlier. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and monitoring a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. I can see you're a busy man. He nods. That's right, Ann. So I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. You have his attention. Rare stones, huh? Let's see these rare stones. You hear the servos of Van Grass cyber whir as the magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head and over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this drift? Gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. Man, I wish I had more of that. I'll think about it. Suit yourself. Let's see, what can I... Not sure which way to go here. Ready to unload the stones? Yes. Okay, that's shit. Oh well. It kind of annoyed me. Now what do we got? I probably need to go talk to Coyote again. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite literally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanic fetishes. This is sixth-world medicine of the highest caliber. Dr. Castle, I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. No Sheen, I'm fixing up her arm. That was a piece of work. No Sheen, no sweat. I get it. Surprisingly routine, as it so happens. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in the slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their run. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? Yeah, what the hell is that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing the recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. I see shamanic fetishes. Are you a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world, I do my best to heal the whole patient. Tell me more about trauma kits. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilization units that include a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you're moved fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet? Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own Realtek, but even their stuff has its limits. What cyberware do you have available? Appreciate it, Doc. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Did Sam have a sister? Yeah, I think he did. He mentioned her once. It didn't sound like they got along that well. Your comlink chips on the screen. Your comlink chips and on the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The Victor worked at the NTSB investigation facility down at the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better be quick before McCluskey arrives. Gotcha. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? Docks, I gotta go. Okay, listen, I want to help. Drag me out of the rail before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm thrown off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks, I appreciate the help. Use the bathroom. don't know. Seattle South Docks, or South Seattle Docks, depending on if you're dyslexic or not. The South Seattle Docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with the latest victim, thus some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. I have a feeling it's somebody who's going around repoing illegal organs. Just a hunch. But Sam was sick with liver. The girl had her eyes replaced. You know, he's only taking specific organs. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collector collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock toward the less well-maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Hey, I think I just got an achievement in Twitch. 25 days out of 30 streaming. Oh, look at all the earphones. You know, this is a game that shows you can have sort of basic artwork style, but still have it look really, you know, very cool. Oh, you can talk to the streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? You know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Halt! The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absentmindly, but he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. Are you looking to get dusted, street scum? Mark with the Lone Star on the crime scene investigation in the NTSB warehouse. Sure you are. And I'm Lofer, the King of Dragons. Beat it. Open the gate, dude. Get out of here. Alright, what car? Hey, that's mine. Who raised you, a pack of wolves? That there letter's rightfully mine. I could always use your intestines as a rope instead. You can have it? Didn't mean nothing? Probably if I gave him the money I would have gotten karma. Can't help myself, gotta wander around and explore. Let's get to where it goes. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City's Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems like this case has a link to the press. Yes. Yet. Lone Star, no, you've got a job to do. My buddy, my man. Took a sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? National Transportation Safety Board. Why would I ask that if I already knew what the NTSB? Because I just asked. Little things like that can be annoying. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. See, scientists don't make them criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offered to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Let's go talk to Dresden. Where's she? Nova! Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Guire tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did at any rate. Chuckles. Anyway, surprise! We got another Ripper victim on our hand. Looks like business is good for Dial-A-Morgue these days. Ha! Yes, yes indeed. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death. Quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell you yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, they can't determine the nature of the surgery. Nice hole area in his chest. So, what was on the butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. From what I look at, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Guire doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Well, I would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd leave to see McCluskey suck it in front of his peers. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Who's that woman over there? No clue. Just showed up. Next to kin, I think. Sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage to the chest cavity, I could see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine made organ transplant relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Alright, I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I have been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark clouds surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak, that's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone in here this night. She closes her eye and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be of help. Her features hard in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. You can find personal items that belong to the victims. I believe that I could summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. Sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a shot from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the shoe. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Let's dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Let's inspect the dented lunchbox. Dented lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. Oh. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot in your PDA and 200 is added to your account. Let's inspect the earrings. The earring is made out of unburnished steel, or burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This would be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earrings. Oh, that's where I came in. Okay. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off, its little shell, your heart thumps in your chest, hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Locker. So I found 3, and I only need to find 2. Lucky me. The research worker's cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by Lone Star investigators. Let's read the notes for Case File 95. Case File 95. Federated Boeing Jetliner IDN number 2305. Corporate owner, Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m. The pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. Well, that's never good for a plane. 2:49 a.m. the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. Case number 696. Oh, it's all been redacted, huh? Pratt Whitney, unmanned, Corporal Ares. This file has been corrupted. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Alright, let's go talk to the shaman. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to go with just more than I could do too. I don't know. Why do I feel I'm putting together a crew? It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eye and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Fuck McCluskey. I might have to kill him. Officer Guard trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. That's her brother. Makes it her business. No, that's the corpse, which makes it my business. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. He's involved somehow. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you're able to collect these items before the claws carted everything off. So can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it'll be cleared by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? It means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going out on a limb and say you know where to find these kinds of people we need. You could say that. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled wind from inside a leather pouch. Starts counting, then shoves a whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Oi, Glorious Nova, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by some Lone Star, same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw says. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world when I was growing up. Sounds nasty. Her brow appears. It was, for all kinds of reasons. I had a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. Not a lead. Bayside stuff. She's running hot. Has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who's eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we can use another hand. You in? I need you right now. I'm on my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the rest. See you soon. Coyote's Crusade. Ugh. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposely, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts to climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us, Nova. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. Oh, hey, listen, I got some good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? Well, my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, I don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty. So stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Coyote and Paco must survive. Let's do a save. Let's spend. BTL Clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lip, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. Want to go on a ride? What kind of rides can I go on? You got it all! All of it! You got it all! Yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way? Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale, direct, chummers, love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging? No matter what this trip is, as long as there's slagging involved. Right? Right? Or there are harder people's tight little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? Clarker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe. For the right price, you could feel it what it's like to die, what it's like to kill. Just let me in. I'll see you around after this. Probably see you lots. This woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slap that direct they're selling. BTLs are killer. There's most of our. Looking for a kid named Gino, know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. They're like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out. So I imagine he's riding a dream chip. What kind of guards they got in this place? She looks around, frightened, whispers, "They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza." Japanese mafia? Oh, man. How many and what kind of firepower? Kill them all. There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes again. He's not tough. Blind in one eye. Then there's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's saying, pretty. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We had a surprise on our side. You have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has my sense card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. Yep. All day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Chiphead? Dangerous? Once someone's got chip, they can send them any program they want, make them do whatever, turn them into whores, killers, anything. Sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you no implant. Then her mouth tightens in her eyes well with tears. I do. Lost my husband, lost my son, my daughter. They use her to record. Gotta go. Let's go talk to Jamal. What you got, boy? Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead, emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, Spike here? I hear you have a pass card. Yeah, you heard right. I got a few. I sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 for him, but I can get you 3 for 100. I'm taking 75. Now I was thinking slot off. Maybe you should just hand it over. And let the girls start. This is the Barons, man. You want it, you take it. Oh. And we're gonna fight over here. Kill you first. What's going on out there? can actually loot somebody? I think that might be the first thing I've been able to loot. Pick up a worn and mangled notebook. It smells of sweat and alcohol. Leaf through the notebook. The notebook contains a list of illegal SimSense rides and the names of the clients who purchased them. Look for interesting BTL names. The better-than-life rides run the gamut from fantasies like I Can Fly to real-life recordings such as Bum Killer. The list of rides doesn't seem to have much value. Well, let's look for the interesting client names. Upon further examination, the client list is more than a simple list of names. It also contains private information about some of the more well-to-do or connected clientele. It may be that the syndicate behind this lab is directing certain clients here to secretly extract information from them while they were under the influence. It's likely, the notebook is likely worth something if you can sell it. So let's take that. I'm also glad that when you do with the fight, the health regenerates. The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. The man with the cyberdeck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. You messed with the wrong BTL lab. This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killing puppets. You're fragged. No, but don't attack any of the chipheads. They don't know what they're doing, and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties, got it. I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers if they get caught in the middle. That's the last of them. Chino! Chino! Hey, I didn't want anybody to die. You eject the BTL Chino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused. Worse than the other chip heads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. Well, what the hell? Who slotted me out? Who fraggin' slotted me out? Coyote's shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me, Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes, no recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp, and he staggers back, reaches under her shirt, pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino waves around, blinking wildly. Back off! Just back the hell off! Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. He presses his hands to the sides of his head, his fingers still on the trigger. He squints. What the hell is wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around at the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. Oh God, look at me. Put the gun down, Gino. Come with us. No, you don't. You can't understand what it's like out here. I'm naked. I gotta slot in. Get away. He points the gun at Coyote. You're not gonna stop me. I'll friggin' kill you first. Gino, no! I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. He was beyond help, Coyote. I'm sorry, but he's at rest now. I'm not stopping. No, not ever. She looks at Paco, back at you. The angel of death. A real rain is coming to Seattle, and it's going to wash the scum off the streets. I'm going to burn away every mother fragging BTL shop in the sprawl until they are gone. Every mother fragging one. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. Good fixers work the win. It's their job to have the contacts to know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical support, a skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nobuhat Decker for matrix work. Running the Shadow is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Alright, let's talk to, Mr. Delilah. This is John Bartlett's. Cherry bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Nova, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. Appreciate it. No charge, chummer. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since that last time. No calls, pages, or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. So why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action early in the afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to a Madam Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madam Sinful? That's what the downfolk call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Alright, I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. John Bartlett's. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey lady, what's shaking? Little of this, little of that. I hear that, Ome. I might have something for you if you got the win. Time's money, I'm listening. You hear the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. An in-the-know lady like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. Costs a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Jessica Watts. Let's talk to the sister. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her styles exude authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, you are? I'm Nova. I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who calls herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Yeah, Sam didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward and gives a small shake of her head. I wish you could say it's a shock, but given the circles he ran in, Sam hadn't run the shadows in years. If you say so, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put all this behind me, and the fast way to do that is through proper channels. Sure, there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star? Professional? Not the ones I've seen. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Sam. He hired me from beyond the grave. I don't understand. It's called a dead man switch. It triggered when he died. Am I to believe that my drunken son of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself. In a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Nova. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam, you know? I worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Sam's paying $100K. Can you beat it? So, just like everything else, Sam, he finds a way to use people whether he's alive or dead. No, I don't have that kind of money. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you're honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor changes instantly, from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things the way that the police can. Maybe I can help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. The bartender here recalls Sam complaining about arguments with his sister. I don't know what to say. Maybe he dwelled on the past when he was in his cups. We certainly argued enough when we were younger. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. So where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at the fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser. Were you and your brother close? I think I made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You just don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Jessica takes a photo from the gallery, as if it might sting her. But that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk? I can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then, after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then seals herself to the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it. Pretty soon he had spent every dime on our father's life insurance policy. Every dime. After that, he was gone. With Mom working 2 or 3 jobs, he spent all her money, too. She couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally, I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it, along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sure, I got what I need from it. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refusing to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle over 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Cal Free. What brought you down there? It was less about what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. Did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision of what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. Alright, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Thanks. Goodbye, Nova. Hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Car's wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach. She keeps her eye on her work. Hey. Hey, you okay? Yep, fine. Listen, I don't want to talk about what happened with Gino, okay? What's done is done. Gino's dead, I'm alive, that's all there is to it. It's the Barons, right? Nothing more to do or say. I'm going to be looking for work. Your kind of work. So if something comes up, keeping me in mind. Oh, I definitely will. Okay, gotta do this now. The afternoon checklist is going to finish itself. That's not naturally the mail worker. You talking to me? Is there business track? Am I right? It's always business with me. I appreciate this about you. Street talk is that you are a dangerous individual. What can I do for you, dangerous individual? You need to put a crew together. You got scratched, you're planning to pay me out of your earnings. I'll pay a percentage of what I earn. In that case, I'll pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree in terms. I've got some runners on call if you got any special requests. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's see him. Have to do with it. I wonder if I could bring Coyote with me. Return to the docks. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Haskell. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate, that sentence is badly written, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the hearth spirits in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it, but Shan seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, he knows something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing, and the gate's been smashed in. Oh, I need to get more stuff. Oh, shiznit. Okay. Well, here's hoping I don't need help with it. That might have been a mistake. By the time you showed up, looks like we're the only ones to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is something worth a bit of coin left in the warehouse. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Well, it was for Lone Star. They're all dead. Hope you're a better shot than they are. You there, this block is off limits. There's got a gas leak on the docks, no loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Hey, are you even listening? Get out of here. I'm not here for you, just let me through. Look, lady, I didn't want to have to do this. As soon as the last mark hits the ground, the docks become eerily silent. Whatever that is. Looks like the key to the warehouse. We're about to transition to a new location. Yes. Spirit talk. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon. Her eyes had that far-off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the new world. They got it. The Salish Today Council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across a multitude of tribes, Salish, Makah, Sincreac, and others. They've adopted to the awakening better than the other nations, thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual. You can see that connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods at you. You can sense the spirits in this place. Now you just need to find them. And we're going to find that pay data. Show how many? 1, 2, 3 that I can see. What the hell? I will now summon the spirits. The air grows cold, and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapor of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned, and their lips quiver as if they are about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you now, unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us. We will use them to testify. Show the first magical fetish to the spirits. We no longer see the world of flesh seeker, only the essence of auras of living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on and on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for a witness as he died, and so we came to bear witness. But we fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. That spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. Show the second magical spirit fetish to the spirits. When the other had gone and we returned to our vigil, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos, yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chanced to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place. Where the man died, something has been left behind, a small part of him, perhaps. Show the third magical fetish to the spirits. Through us you shall bear witness and hear the words of thy elf and troll. Prepare yourself. Your stomach lurches as the spirit passes into you, a heavy presence settling somewhere deep within your soul. You simultaneously feel like the driver and passenger as time folds in on something. You experience a moment after the murder that took place here the night before. You don't so much as see the Albatross as feel them. Idiot, there's no need to anesthetize him. He's already dead. Sorry, doctor. I'll usually put them out before you go to work on them at the hospital. Did this one volunteer too? Let's have a look, Eagle. Yes, they all volunteer. Just like I volunteered for this bit of butchery. Our presence grows weary. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirits begin to fade, all but one. Its eyes harden, and it takes full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. With the spirit's gun, the young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether, connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. Are you alright? She takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering with the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what these poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He will be, once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We had to find that piece of the elf the spirit spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. I have to get better at making sure I use cover when I'm doing combat. Kind of screwing myself over. Almost cost me. Almost. Blood. This is what the spirits want us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Is that enough to target a spell? All I need is a drop and adequate time. But I'm still feeling quite tainted. I need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you might take some portion of this sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes. For my brother. No one else I'd rather have by my side. Yeah, that was... After hours. When you return to the Seamstress Union in the early hours of morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need someone to help you analyze it. That is where I'm going to stop. Ooh, that's a lot of karma. After I spend my karma. Stop. I'd like to thank everybody who stopped by to watch it. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support.